Hi, I'm Chris Moore and I run Newenden Associates. My goal is to help you run your business more efficiently and profitably using IT solutions and tools tailored to streamline and enhance your business processes. Today, I'm going to start a series based around using some of the apps included with Microsoft 365 business subscriptions. Most Microsoft 365 users will be familiar with the big applications such as Exchange, SharePoint, OneDrive, and more recently Teams. But there are many more apps and productivity tools that are often missed by many businesses. One of these apps is Microsoft Planner, a neat task planner for both individuals and groups, slotting in between Outlook tasks on the one hand and Microsoft Project, their full project management tool, on the other. What I want to do for the scheduled tasks we're going to put in is to add a new bucket, and I'm going to call that scheduled tasks. And this is where our new task is going to appear. And so to create the regular scheduled tasks, we're now in Power Automate, which is Office 365 scripting tool. It allows you to create workflows, process flows, from the very simple to the very complex, to automate tasks that you don't need to do by hand. It can save a lot of time and make things much more reliable because you're not reliant on people remembering having to do a load of stuff. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a new task. Click on Create in the left-hand pane. Which then gives us a number of options from which to choose. We're going to choose a simple scheduled flow from the blank options at the top. We're going to give it a name, daily scheduled task. We're going to set it to run at 7 AM, which means that 7 AM every morning a new task will be added into Planner. We want it to repeat every day. So that's a scheduling setup. Every one day, the new task is going to be created in Planner at 7 AM. So we create the flow, which has now defined the recurrence. So we have to add a step to tell it what to do. We want to put it into Planner. The easiest way is to type in Planner in the search bar. And the first option that we see is create a task. We now have to select the group that it's going to go into. And there we only have one option set up, that's a demo plan. The plan ID is in this case going to be the same. In the real world that may be different, but we've only got that one plan set up. The title of the task is going to be called Daily Tasks, and we are going to put it in the scheduled task bucket that we created a couple of minutes ago. The start date, we're going to use an expression, and the expression we're going to use is UTC now. We type in that, it fills in the rest of the expression. We click OK. And what that does, that means that every day when the plan runs, when the flow runs, it'll create a task with the start date dated that day. So now we need to define the due date for the task. In this case, it's going to be a task that needs to be started and finished on the same day. So we click in the field and we put in exactly the same expression as we did before. UTC now, and OK. So this will now create a new task called Daily Tasks in the Scheduled Tasks bucket, which starts and finishes on the day it was created. And then we just have to put the ID of the person to whom it's going to be assigned. and save it. Which it's now doing. And having saved it, we can now click on the flow checker icon at the top right, which will check for any errors, of which there are none, which is good news. And then finally, we can click on test, which will actually run the flow and test it. We click on test, we select the top option, I'll perform the trigger myself. We save it and test it. And now we run the flow. Your flow has run successfully. We click done. And now we can go back to Planner and see what it's created for us. So back in Planner, here we are. We've got our new daily task that was created by Power Automate. It's in the scheduled tasks bucket as we defined it. It's called daily tasks as we specified. It's assigned to me. And if we open up the task, we see that it's got a start date with today's date and a due date of today's date. You can also use a different function called add days in the due date if you want to set it to be finished sometime in the future. But this is the task that we created today, and indeed that will now run every morning. So tomorrow morning when I come into the office and open up Planner, I'll see another task down here dated the next day, and so on. Many thanks for watching, and I hope you find this technique useful. Please leave any feedback here or contact us via our website or social media to discuss either Microsoft 365 or any other IT topics with which we could help you. Have a good day, and we hope to see you again soon.